Yuck it, Janet. Got a new producer today. Mingo's sitting on that side of the camera now. Buck. Uh, you know, yeah, we got to learn how to do this on our own. So when we go to Montana,
Yeah, this guy.
Hey, China buns.
so we got to learn how to do this on our own without our executive producer, Darian. So yeah, he's sitting on that side. I want to thank the ladies for coming on yesterday and driving me nuts. But they did a good job. I'm not complaining. They did a good job. We always need that other perspective. So I appreciate them. I really appreciate them taking time out of their day to come and drive me nuts. So say a big thank you to them. Yeah, so what do we got? We got the recovery walk or prevention in the park this Saturday, and then the color run Sunday. So it'll be a busy weekend. That's all right though. I mean, we were all busy all last weekend, busy this weekend. It's just part of what we do. Yeah, we had split groups yesterday. Had a good talking circle. We tried something new. We tried, instead of a co-ed meeting, we split it into two different groups. The women went in the women's meeting. Good morning, Janelle. Nay. The women went into the other room, and we stayed where we usually have the meeting. We had a pretty good turnout. Probably about 30 people altogether. I'd say at least 30 people altogether. 15 and 15 about right. That's about right. So it was good. It was a new experience. Got a new group. A bunch of new people. New people to the program. So it went pretty good. I felt like it went pretty good. We're doing that.
People's eardrums out.
Is this gonna blow your eardrums out?
Yeah.
Well, good morning,
That's word.
Miss Yates. Good morning.
Hey,
But yeah, we had a pretty good group. A bunch of new people, introducing them to Wellbriety, which I love. I love having that opportunity. It was pretty neat. It was funny because how we always say good morning or people and Nyakit Janet. There was a guy there. He looked just like Janet. I thought that was her relative, and come to find out it wasn't. So that was pretty funny. Look just like her though. Watch, when y'all see him, y'all's gonna laugh. Y'all's gonna think that's her relative. But yeah, good morning, brother Randy. Nyakit out in Santana. Well, today's September 6th, all day long. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get into this reading. Yeah, you gotta get ready to put the brand on. Go to brand. Yeah. There we go. See, Domingo know what he's doing. He's be acting. Still in the summer meditation with Native American elders. We're facing south. We're in the U stage. U stage. What do they call that? Finding yourself. Finding yourself. You know, when you face east, you find the creator. When you face south, you find yourself. When you face west, you find your relatives. And then when you face north, it's cleansing.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are the 4 seasons of Wellbriety. And, you know, it makes a lot of sense, though, you know, once you get into this thing and you come to a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of everything. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this reading. September 6th. It says, we all form self-images, and much of our behavior is pretty well determined by how we feel about ourselves. Eunice Bowman Nelson, PhD, Penobscot. And then down below it says, there's a cycle of building beliefs called the self-talk cycle. Our self-talk builds our self-image, and our self-image determines our behavior, our actions, and our self-worth. How we feel about ourselves. If we want to change the way we feel about ourselves, we need to change our self-talk. We need to build ourselves up. We need to talk to ourselves in a kind, positive, uplifting, good way. We need to talk to ourselves about the good things that are happening and know that we are worthy and expect abundance. Then the prayer for the day says, good morning, Carrie. The prayer for the day says, oh, great Spirit, today help me to know myself. Help me to see the joy, kindness, strength, and beauty that I am. That's good. It's real good. I remember struggling for most of my life with the negative self-image that I had of myself. I lived in fear. Most of my life was fear-based. You know, that's why I acted tough. That's why I acted crazy. That's why I acted, you know, people just thought that that was my demeanor, was the way that I acted. But that was really just like a shield. It was really like a deflection. So people wouldn't see who I really was, because I felt like that was a weak spot in my life. I felt like really being me was like a weakness. Showing kindness, I felt like that was a weakness. Nyakit do. I felt like me being who I really wanted to be, didn't need no, I couldn't allow that to happen, because then people might see me as kind. People might see me as being nice. People might see me as, something, they wouldn't, I needed people to fear me. I needed people to, good morning, Brother Norm Jr. I needed people to think that I was crazy. I needed people to think that, I would probably hurt them before I would help them. And as much as I tried to portray that, I couldn't stop joking. I couldn't stop being funny. Couldn't stop being goofy. Good morning, Bobby, Boris. Good morning. I couldn't stop being, that part of me never quit. I like to see people smile. I like to make people feel good when they're around me, and, so I would be goofy, I would make people laugh. I like to joke around a lot. That's when I feel like I'm in my element. that's when I feel like, I'm connecting with people. I want people to feel at ease when they're around me. So that self-talk, I got a brain that works against me. Good morning, Sarah. I got a brain that works against me. I would never talk to anybody on this earth the way that I talk to myself. You know, unfortunately, I was raised in a household where, I got caught a lot of names, got caught a lot of bad things, good morning, Alex. Got caught a lot of bad things, by the person that I thought should have loved me the most. A lot of physical, a lot of mental, abuse, but I also realized that, my mother was only doing what she could with what she had. If you don't know, then you don't know. But I see now how my mom was struggling too. But a lot of the self-talk that I was doing came from, that's where it came from. So, I came to a point in my life where I was like 13, 14, came to El Reno, and kind of felt deserted, by my mom and my dad. They made me go live with my grandma. And, like, I just kind of thought, like, wow, like, nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. I'm not worth the trouble, So a lot of that reflected in my behavior. I quit caring about a lot of things. Good morning, Jimmy. There's a lot of things I stopped caring about. And myself was like one of the main things that I stopped caring about. I didn't care what people thought of me. I didn't care what people seen me do. I would walk around drunk. I would, got into a gang. Anything wrong that you could do, that's what I was doing. Because I had this negative self-image of myself. I was looking for all these outward solutions to this inward problem. And drugs and alcohol were right there. I leaned on them a lot. Whenever I was very young. And I found comfort in that. I'm not going to lie. I found comfort in being drunk and high, definitely relief of the symptoms that were going on up here. And so, that self-image, like, man, it didn't mean a whole lot to me. It took me to, I thought about suicide all the time. I was a victim. I was always a victim. Either I was a victim or I was a tough guy. And one thing I've learned is that those two right there don't know how to be sober. They'll never be sober. Tough guys and victims. Because with the victim, it's never their fault. So the image that I wanted to portray was I wanted people to fear me. I didn't want them to respect me. Good morning, Chad. I didn't have very big aspirations. I didn't think a lot of myself. Then I had a little boy. And that started to change, like I can't be like my parents. And, I was so crazy though at the time, like I wasn't even like really allowed around my son Isaiah. I was just still crazy like that. I wasn't really allowed him. They weren't just going to let me have him and let me, because I was still running the streets, 17, 18 years old, I was still wild. Well, then I had a little girl, and having my son Isaiah definitely changed how I thought. But having my little girl, you know, having my little girl is kind of what changed my perception about me and this world. I thought, I'm not going to let this world get the best of my little girl. And so that helped change how I thought about myself. It inspired me to go get a job. It inspired me, to become a father. And whenever I took on that role, definitely life changing. I didn't feel sorry for myself no more. I wasn't the victim no more. I realized that I had the ability to not only change my life but change her life too. Thank you, brother Leo. I got initiated into Dog Soldiers whenever I was 15 years old. That also inspired me to want to be better. It drove me to want better, not only for me, but for my people. But I still had this drug and alcohol problem that I picked up whenever I was a teenager. And I didn't know how to set it down. I didn't know how to get rid of it. I didn't know that there was a way out. Oh, Antonio, Tony Baloney. My nephew, Ethan. I'll call you back, Ethan. No. He's in Clinton. But yeah, I didn't know how to get rid of, this drug and alcohol problem that I picked up. Wow, that's amazing, Mr. Soap. I picked up this drugs and alcohol, and I didn't know how to put it down. I didn't know how to get rid of it. I didn't know, it was at one time it was the solution until it grew into this monster that I had to carry around with me. It became, because I found so much solution in it at one time that, I didn't know how to set it back down. I didn't know how to get rid of it. I didn't know that that's what was weighing me down until it took over my life. My kids got older, and it's kind of like that self-image of myself kind of went down again. I thought for sure, I was going to die. I thought for sure, that, why is God keeping me alive? Why is he doing this to me? God must hate me. These were the thoughts that would go through my mind. But I used God like he was Santa Claus. I didn't think that, because, I wanted that instant gratification. Everything had to happen right then and there. I didn't have the emotional maturity to handle a lot of things. Even though I was in my 30s, I didn't have the emotional maturity to realize what I was doing to myself. And I thought there was no way out until one day, my kids were already almost grown. My daughters were graduating. My son graduated. Here I was still struggling with the same things that I was struggling with whenever I was a kid. And I didn't know how to confront these things. I didn't know how to bring them to the table. I didn't even know that they existed, actually. I didn't know a lot of these things existed. It just became the way of life for me. So it became normal to talk down on myself. It became normal to feel sorry for myself, just have a pity party, just needed another reason to go get high or go get drunk. And then one day I didn't see any way out. I didn't see any way out. I didn't know how to I don't even think I knew how to pray that good. You know, I quit praying. And luckily I had a family, you know, that was able to love me until I learned how to love myself again. You know, somebody said the right thing. Somebody, I don't know if it was me or, you know, but somebody said the right prayer for me. Somebody said something that brought the Creator, brought Mahio into my life, and I haven't looked back since. You know, I learned how to love myself. You know, that was a powerful thing. You know, learning how to love yourself. Because here I was getting into all these relationships. You know, and you can't give away what you don't have. You know, if you don't have that self-love, if that love doesn't come from here, you know, then you're basically just you're chasing the wind. You know, I tried. You know, I tried every way that you could think of to keep drugs and alcohol in my life and a relationship. But all it was a temporary solution to a problem that I've had most of my life. You know, so just being able to talk about these things and realize that I'm blessed today. You know, I found sobriety. When I found sobriety, then I got into recovery. And now I have the opportunity to help other alcoholics and addicts. And you know, what I've learned is, like Chad, my brother Chad was saying, is culture is the best prevention. You know, I've been, the Creator allowed that in my life today. And for that, I'm very, very, very thankful that I even get this opportunity to even talk about these things, because I got a lot of friends who never got this opportunity. You know, I got a lot of friends. Good morning, Nadia. Got a lot of friends that never got this opportunity. They didn't even know sobriety existed. They had no idea what recovery was. You know, a lot of them died. You know, a lot of them died or in prison. You know, so I feel blessed. You know, I feel blessed. I feel real good that I get to share these things today. Excuse me. I know I need water. Nah. Well, that's all I'm gonna share about that today. Yeah. I'm gonna jump into these announcements. That smoke. Too smoky. Dang. That good. Shh. Gotta keep that going. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into these announcements. Okay. You know how to do them?
Hey, Mingo. This is your time.
Yeah, this is your time to shine, Mingo.
Producer's time.
Look,
Wait,
I'm gonna hold the paper like this so you can see it.
Wait, you gotta go.
Okay,
back
take
to
that
bed.
off. Yeah, take that off. Take it off. Okay, now go back to
No. Oh yeah, that one's first. Yes.
brand. Then find this one. Talkspace.
There's no flyer for that. Oh, there's not one. No. So go back to comments.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good morning, Paula Poundstone. Talkspace and Talkspace Go are two apps that 988 DOH and the Tour Project offer for travel members and travel employees. But honestly, we can't even see who gets on there. So you know, go to www.talkspace.com/CHATOR when it says organization, you put in restore, and that's how you get it for free. I've heard nothing but great things about Talkspace. You know, online counseling service. You know, you're dealing with grief, trauma, depression, codependency, relationship problems. There's all kinds of topics on there. You pick your own counselor. You pick your own therapist. Is it therapist?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you pick your own therapist. And if you don't agree or like your therapist, you can pick another one. And there'll be a native from Oklahoma. So, like, they kind of understand, you know. I think that's very valuable when it comes to, 'cause, you know, just having that extra, good morning, Phyllis the realist, Nyaki. Phyllis the realist. All right, you see my, yeah, brand. Then you go to prevention.
And then Barry just needs to move over.
Yeah, I got to move this way. All right, overdose prevention packs. You know, trying to prevent losing more native or anybody. You ain't even got to be native, you know, just trying to lose more people to overdose and fentanyl poisoning. You know, like I always say, you know, addiction doesn't discriminate, so why should recovery? And, you know, we will mail you Narcan, fentanyl test kit, medication disposal packs, a medication lock bag, wound care kits. We do a lot of harm reduction supplies. If you're in active use, then more than likely you know what harm reduction is. Very important for our community. And overdose symptom information, Narcan administration information, and more information about drugs that are already in the community. You know, the form is completely anonymous, and we will ship the supplies to you for free. That's like very important too. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to hold on to some Narcan, you know, because like we always say, you just never know. So shout out to Brand Logics. Yeah, there you go. Text 888-580-4TOR. So OCO Brand Logics. Big shout out. Yeah, look over here. Yeah. The powwow, the benefit dance. There we go.
Yeah.
Boy, my producer's getting it.
We have contests on the bottom, so we scroll down again.
So the next
Contest
thing
goes through.
will be you sitting on this side and doing that.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So All Nations Res Recovery Gourd Clan. We're having a recovery benefit dance. Inviting anybody and everybody, even if you're not in recovery. Like, come and celebrate with us. You know, come shake some gourds. Come sing. Come dance.
Silver Squad, hit subscribe.
Yeah. Come in, you know, because what we found is that the culture is the solution. You know, even whenever I was tearing it, I seen how much the culture meant to me. You know, I wouldn't go around them because I would be high or drunk. You know, I had that much respect for those types of things. You know, so now that I'm on this side of it, you know, even if I seen somebody high or drunk, I'd say, hey, come on, you know, like, come on, come try this out. You might like it, you know. You just never know, you know. We like to introduce people to the circle or bring them back to the circle. You know, maybe because of your addiction, that's why you got away from it, because you had that respect for it. And now that, you know, we want to be your intro back into it. You know, that'll be September 21st at the Concho ERC. And we're having a dance contest. Men's and women's purple and teal regalia. Is it called regalia? Yeah. In support of Recovery Month. Combined Southern categories, combined Northern categories. King cloth in honor of our All Nation Recovery Princess crowning. We're crowning our princess. Carly? Carly flying out?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that her last name? Flying out? Yeah. Yep. And see, I love that because my Cheyenne name is flying out. I have it tattooed right here. Hoet Ha. Hoet Ha is how you say it in Cheyenne. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Congratulations to that young lady. You know, good morning, Kat. Kat Sank. Oh, my brother Dave. Dave, Big Dave. What's up, brother?
See that game?
No, I didn't even get to see it. I had to watch my granddaughter last night. Well, we had our talking circle, then I had to watch my granddaughter last night. But I hope you're doing all right, brother. Hope you're doing all right, man. I was thinking about you the other day. Good morning, Sharon. And what is Carrie talking about? It's like going to be a gut one. Sure, got one. Well, you got to find this one now. You know, we try to get something going every night. We usually sweat on Sundays. Sundays and Wednesdays are our sweat days. You know, sometimes Tuesday at the Crow's Nest in Clinton. You know, yes, she's a good young lady, Kat. But yeah, we try to do something. You know, Sundays and Wednesdays are our sweat days. Those are the days that we sweat on with the group of guys I sweat with. And so Mondays is Mending Mondays here at 1950 South Shepherd. Here in El Reno, it deals with grief, you know, how to grieve properly in a healthy way. You know, grieving is grieving, you know, but there is a healthy way to go about it. Because through my addiction, you know, that was one of my main things was grieving. And then on Tuesday nights, we support two different meetings. These informal gatherings in Watonga on Tuesday nights at 7. At the Hut on the east side at Legion Park. It's just off of South Street. It's just off of South Street in Watonga. That's at 7. Then at 7 o'clock in Clinton, at 721 Frisco Ave, at the Clinton Library, they have a new talking circle there every Tuesday at 7. And then from what I heard this last Tuesday, they had about 15 people show up, and then everybody went to go sweat afterwards at the Crow's Nest in Clinton. So, you know, big shout out to, you know, them folks over there. We usually sweat in Concho. Concho, not the row of sweats. Yeah, not those denominations. We're over like off the Cemetery Road, right there by the fence. Like the antenna tower, the CATV antenna, like it's just right up the hill from us. You can see it from the complex when you go around that curve. Our sweat's out there. You can see the wood. We uncover ours every time we get done. We usually go in about 7 o'clock. You know, there's just reach out to one of us. Me, David, George, Perry. Like there's a group of us that, you know, we always try to be there. So we stay in contact about what time, if it's gonna happen or not. And then Thursday nights, like last night, we had our talking circle. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that right where they sweat. Well, yeah, you came. Yeah, you remember. Yeah, it's just now coming back to me. But yeah, like last night we had our talking circle here at 1950. OCO, Kimberly. Uh, we had a good turnout. We had a men's and women's last night, separate meetings. Good morning, C Dome. Let me hit this for C Dome. And next week I'm gonna be speaking on the 12th at the Medicine Tribe in Oklahoma City. So that'll be next. Then tonight they're having a 12-step meeting here at 1950. But then on the go ahead and put that one up. And she looks like she got a welcome back kata. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Elizabeth Cattigus, Cat Daddy. She is going to be sharing her experience, strength, and hope with us on the 19th. She's a combat vet. Elizabeth is a combat veteran. Which is
this
very
guy.
important, like in our tribe. So it's great. I think it's great that we find a way to honor her. So that'll be on the 19th. We'll serve supper at 6, and we will be listening to her story at 7. Put some of this California cedar on. Got some California cedar. But can't wait. Pretty excited. She's got a great story. Great story. Just hope she don't get up there and thinks it's comedy hour and just her stand-up routine. No, kata. See, you're not old enough, CC. You don't know what welcome back kata is. Kotter. Welcome back kata. Well, what else? What other announcements? I just set my announcements down. Yeah, Elders Traditional Night. Elders Traditional Night. I need to put that one up. California cedar is strong. Pathways. They're a program here at DOH that they help the elderly. They have medical supplies that if they have a prescription, they can deliver medical supplies to them. Wheelchairs, wheelchair ramps, hospital beds, shower chairs, portable toilets. They just do a variety of different things for elders. So, they're right downstairs from us. That's who Janet works for. Isaiah, Irene, Bobby Hamilton. She runs the program. They do a good job, They're the homies. Yeah. But Pathways will be hosting this event for our elders and for the caregivers of the elders. Are welcome to attend and encouraged. A meal will be provided. They'll be having games, storytelling from elders, old-fashioned visiting with other elders, sharing of knowledge and traditions. This will be Tuesday, September 24th at the Elderly Nutrition Center in Clinton. My grandma worked there for years, like till I was about 16. My grandma worked there. And she worked there well before I was born, so I think that'd be pretty awesome to get to go back, remind me of my grandma. Producer, can you pay attention? And about to switch it up. Yeah, there you go. Okay. We are requesting support from the community. Everybody on our Facebook community. Good morning, Danu. Um, in honor of Recovery Month, we want to create a video of natives in recovery. I don't even want to say you have to be native. I would just say anybody and everybody in recovery. If you could just send in a video that says, "Hey, I am in recovery." That's all it's really got to say. Because we're gonna have all these short clips, and we're not trying to make it like a 10-minute video of people saying, "Hey, I'm in," but we need as much of those clips as we can get, and please send us a video of you and your family members stating, "I am in recovery," because I think it's very important that we show people like there is a community of us out there. There's a whole community of us. We need to show each other more support. Maybe you didn't know so and so was in recovery. If anything, that may be the only thing we have in common. But because of that, we get to live today and we get to share that experience, strength, and hope. And we believe in recovering out loud. So, we're going to have a video campaign to show the world that we do recover. So very important, very important. When are we going to try to get that video out?
We'll probably record people at so that way we can get more and more. We'll probably do it at the dance too.
Okay, we're going to have the second annual color run. The prevention, there's a prevention team. 988 Tradition Not Addiction. What's Dylan's? Native Connections, which deals with suicides. Basically DOH. We're all gonna be there. Pathways, DOH, CHR. That'll be Sunday. Sunday. Empower, HED. They're all going to be there. At Clinton, September 8th, registration opens up at 8 and lasts until 10:30. And if you come and register, you get a Bigfoot t-shirt. I think it says, "Believe in yourself even when no one else does." And it has a picture of Bigfoot. It's pretty keen.
This guy.
It'll be the second annual color run out there at Clinton IHS. We just want to encourage the community to come out and show some support. The prevention teams do a lot of great work. When I think of prevention, I think of them going to the schools and trying to show the kids, because that's where prevention starts, is with the kids. But they'll help out anybody, but they're a great group of people. They show a lot of support for us, so I think it's only fitting that we show the same love back. So come and check us out this Sunday. Then is there Prevention in the Park flyer? Prevention in the Park. Yeah, that's right. See it? Social media prevention.
Oh, that's
yeah. Yeah. My producer found it. Aha! Ah! This Saturday there'll be about 50 programs there. We were fortunate to get invited. I think it's very important for the Oklahoma City area. A lot of prevention and recovery programs are going to be there. It'd be a great chance to network, But not only that, like each booth will have like an activity. I think we're taking our buffalo robe because you know how many people have, you know, besides your own buffaloes, but have you seen a buffalo robe? You know, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that'll be Saturday from 6 to 10 at Scissortail Park. So if you're in the Oklahoma City area, come and check it out. You know, I think the OU game is going to be on too. I'm going to be watching the OU game on my phone actually. But someone needs help, I'll help them. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be this Saturday. We will be there. And then is there a flyer for my speaker night?
Not on there.
Okay. Well, September 12th, I'm going to be speaking with Medicine Tribe. I believe at 7. At the Angie Smith Memorial Church on the south side. What is that on?
Boulevard.
It's on Boulevard.
I'm in Grand Boulevard.
Grand Boulevard.
GBC.
Calm down.
No.
Yeah. Nyakit and Jesse.
601 Southwest Grand Boulevard.
What is it?
601
601
Southwest
Grand Boulevard. On the 12th. That's CNA State Fair Day, but I'm gonna go get my bracelets and I'm gonna go speak. So yeah, that'll be September 12th. I have a real rugged story, so I don't mind sharing it. Somebody wants me to go tell my story all the way in Bartlesville, huh? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, I done been on here for how long? 48 minutes? Yeah, it's time for me to go.
That's 30 of bingo.
It's time for me to go. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everybody has a great day. Hope.